Hello everyone and welcome to the EWS-E Valberg, our very first standalone EWS-E race. My name is McLaughlin and joining me on today's course preview is of course Ruaridh Cunningham. Ruaridh, it's been a while since we've done one of these together.
G'day trendsetters. It's good to be back. The C team's racing this weekend, so unfortunately you can't join you on course. The B team's not here, so it's the A team.
It's the A team.
Back in action. Boys are back.
And a big course as well. Tell us a bit about this Valberg course. It's not like anything we've ever seen in mountain bike racing, is it?
No, it's a huge course. I think we're talking over 3,500 metres ascending, about 3,000 metres of climbing. We've got one transfer alone that I think is about 850 metres technical all the way, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, not to mention, it's hot today. You know, there's not many clouds out there, so it's going to be a tough one for everybody, I think. But yeah, just the sport of e-bike, it's just on this transition and we've not really found the limit of it yet.
Now, one thing I'm really excited about is that I wasn't at the 2016 race when EWS came here, but I remember sitting at home and watching all the amazing footage in the Terre Gris section, big grey earth, valleys, flat out. I'm actually down to give that a go. So I know you've got a couple of little e-bike surprises between us and there. Should we go and have a look?
Yeah, new venue for me as well, and yeah, I think we should get amongst it.
I'm excited for you to see this because Josh actually struggled to keep up quite a lot in the previews that we did together. It's been a while since Ruaridh and I danced this dance, but there aren't many more scenic places to do it than here in Valberg. Start at stage 5 then?
Yeah, cruisy liaison down from Valberg on our way to Guillaume. It's kind of crazy at this point where this stage marks the halfway with number of stages. Yet we've only done about 1,000 metres, it's only a third of the way through the race in actual kind of distance, so still a lot ahead of us. Should we crack on and see what this is like?
Yeah, come on then.
All right. So stage 5, Guillaume. Kind of loose trail, can't really have been ridden too much. So kind of mix the rock and gravel and pine needles and pretty loose.
And this is something they've told us. It's kind of typical here. There are more climbs in these stages than you would see at an EWS. Oh! Oh!
On a bit of a ridge here, we've got a good line of sight. Oh, technical little rocky section here. Very technical. I hope Rick's okay on that. My God. Oh, and another. Well, that took me by surprise, I am not going to lie.
Look at this. You know what, I'm walking that. It is so hot. I know I would say that, as regular viewers know, but any time out here you cross into the sunlight, feels like you're on a tanning bed, except I don't tan. Oh! And you can see how loose it is.
Looks like you could go all the way right or right, we'll cut that. Ah, nice. But the only line I've done right so far, I think. Again, you can cut inside there. Taping's nice, it allows you to be quite creative. And another little climb. Nice view just before we drop in. Still on this single track. Big drop to the rider's left. Oh, this is technical. Kind of expected that after the rest of the trail. So always just throwing little surprises at you. Maybe a high line over the soft camber here. Steepening now. Maybe another high line. Whoa. You can hear the gravel, how loose it is, and it just doesn't allow that back tire to bite in much. You just end up sliding rather than actually slowing down.
And down this. Land anchoring my way down here shamelessly. Tripoding. Still not a crime in most states, but into this loam with Loads and loads of rock in it. Big holes too.
Some typical switchbacks here. Tight, try to work my way around. If you can get it round, pivot on the front wheel, it'd be good, but that's if you can modulate your front brake. By this point your hands will be pretty wrecked. Kind of smoothing out now, we've got less rock, more like a properly defined trail, and you're going to be thankful for it just with how wild the other part has been. How was that for you?
That's tough, man. That is tough. I don't know if it's a culmination of, I'm not going to make any excuses. I find that surface so difficult to tie down. It always feels like both wheels are just doing that.
Yeah, I agree. There's definitely something about the French Riviera. We used to come here as kind of on training camps, and it would always take me kind of 2-3 days just to get used to that surface. It's like hard, kind of real volcanic rock underneath with like gravel on top. Getting away from the surface though, the actual design, lots of like little punchy climbs, little technical kind of chutes and stuff you had to get up, but just come around the corner to take you by surprise.
Yeah.
Something that's super unique to e-bike racing. Like on a normal bike, some of that stuff, it's too steep, it's too technical, it wouldn't work, but on these, it's like, it links together really well.
Yeah, no, it does. I think it's a big part of where e-bike racing is going to go is the adding that to your internal pace notes as to where that stuff is, to be in the right gear to shoot up it, or being fit enough to just brute your way up it if you've forgotten. There's
that balance, isn't there? The lighter guys, they're probably going to pick their way up it, they'll have to pre-select gears and be more methodical, and your bigger guys, your plan C, who's not here today, he'll just be dropping it down a couple of cogs and powering up.
He'll basically be getting up there using the power of swearing. Anyway, we've got Tergri to go. This is the one I'm excited about. Let's go and check it out.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Here we are then, the town of Guillaume.
French for William, apparently.
French for William, yeah. And this is where there's going to be a tech zone, am I right?
Yeah, tech zone's just going to be on our right hand side in a second. We're probably about 1,000 meters lower than the start of the race in Valberg, and you can feel that heat. We've dropped out of the mountains, we're kind of down at the bottom now, and
you only feeling it now?
Yeah.
Good God. Right then, Ruaridh, top of the Tergri. Little bit of a pedal on what I'm not going to say is the coldest day of the year I've ever been for a bike ride on. But good news is we're here, and what does the Tergri mean?
It means the grey earth.
It means this stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's strange, isn't it? It looks like it should be entirely loose, but it's actually quite firm. You've got these big kind of gullies. The trail, is, from what I can recall, uses these gullies, kind of snakes down them, so there'll be a lot of lines, a lot of scope to get high and inside, and quite looking forward to riding it actually. It's such a unique kind of terrain to this area. Should we get boots on the ground and see what it's all about?
I'm keen if you are, let's go.
Let's go. A little bit of a fast, kind of smooth section at the start here. Whoa! Bit of a jump over a gully as well. And although the surface looks really loose, it's kind of got a bit of a concrete feel to it. And because it all looks the same, it's kind of hard to tell what's the trail. A bit more chunky now. Try and get the sight line.
Oh. I can see dust, and dust on this stuff means Ruaridh. Really chunky stuff. This grey dirt, the Tergri of course, actually makes it quite hard to spot stuff, quite hard to work out just how big the compressions are. And this is the section I remember watching at home all those years ago. Ruaridh, the Tergrees, the old grip situation here, not ideal, but this is the kind of infamous gully, isn't it? This is kind of where all the big visuals come
This is
from.
imagery we've seen in the lead into this, isn't it? And it's so unique. Like, what are the sides? 20, 25, 30 feet high? Then they're so steep, like you don't even need to tape the trail. There's literally only one way down this bit and it's through the middle, isn't it? And yeah, like you said, loose, some big steps in there. It's going to change a lot as riders go down it. And yeah, I mean, it's dry now, but you can only imagine that with a bit of moisture on it. Such a unique part of the course, this. Oh! Oh! There's a channel in the middle of it. Oh my days. I have never ridden anything like that. Unique trail, that.
Scary. I think those are two of the toughest stages.
It definitely feels like a step up from some of our previous ones. It's like you say, some really tough climbs in the stages. Stages are quite fresh and unridden, which makes you have to think more. Loser gets spears.
I'm getting the beers anyway. Right, let's see. Let's get down there. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.